I'm having a bad dream. My injured body wants to sleep deeply, but my mind is still buried in that scene, and I can't fall into a deep sleep. My still injured body is burning, and my mind that cannot mourn enough is still burning too. I might be having a nightmare. As I doze, I see a dream in my unclear mind. It's back in the blood dome. How many victims were there? Osaka said nobody died, but that is only from the outside. Having had their life sucked out by force, there certainly be after effects. Long-term physical disabilities and mental damage from lack of oxygen. There were even students that had their skin melted. That scar is something that will stay with them for the rest of their lives, even if it heals. My body hurts. My almost dead, no, my absolutely dead body convulses. It was unfortunate for everyone involved, but you still did well. You were able to stop the disaster in exchange for a wound you would normally die from. So there's nothing to mourn or be ashamed of. Pain tells me to quietly fall asleep now. But you're not going to listen to your body now, are you? No. I can't deceive myself with such reasoning. It makes no difference to the fact that the disaster occurred while I was there, but I couldn't do anything about it. I say I saved lives, but at the same time, I couldn't save anybody. That was just a mistake. But if that was just a mistake, if it never happened, I bet my mind and my body could go to sleep. I bet my mind and my body could go to sleep peacefully. I'm pissed off. It's ridiculous for my mind to grumble about such a thing. There are no miracles like that. It's a great insult to want to go back and redo things just because I think they're inconvenient and disastrous. It's impossible to take something that has already happened and make it so that it didn't happen. It's impossible, and more importantly, it shouldn't be done. That's why I can't pretend the event didn't happen. There's only one thing I can do. If I hate the scene I still see even now, I should just act and prevent it from ever happening again. Sleep ends here. My body comes later. My body moves, gets up and run. If no one getting hurt is the ideal I aim for, I should do so until the point of my death. Oof, that's very bright. Okay. We're awake. We're awake. Open my eyes. Take a deep breath and draw air into my lungs. Cold winter air takes away my drowsiness and uneasiness. Habit is a great thing. It's only a bit past 6 o'clock. Maybe my body has cooled quite well already, as I'm wide awake at my usual time. I get up and fold up the futon. During that normal action, a sharp pain runs through my left arm, as if there's a crack in my bone. Well, yeah. You can hope, you can hope. I mean, a lot of the damage is already healed, but not everything. Well, all that's left is pain. Much better than when my stomach got slashed by Berserker a few days ago. At that time, my body was so weak that the nausea was worse than the pain. And it's good it's mostly pain this time, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I go out into the hallway. The sunlight is gloomy and offers no energy. The weather is very cloudy, like it's gonna rain. Yep, all good. Yeah, it's unusual for Saber to be awake before breakfast is ready. Yeah, then why don't you sleep? Yeah, it's frequently. Yeah, might be. Yeah, that's the most of it. You're kind of, you know, up around 7-ish. You have breakfast with us at the very least. Is it just me? Saber sounds cranky. Is it just me? It seems Saber is stricter today. Or should I say she's unreserved? Yeah, this is actually, you know, a concern more than anything else. Yeah, we're gonna have to be taking action here soon. What's up? Saber is unclear, as if there's something she doesn't want to say.
いいけど、今は緊急ってわけじゃないんだし、出かけるまで眠っていた方がいい。朝飯ができたら呼びに行くから、それまで力を温存しといてくれ。
Yeah, we're gonna go on a Shinji hunt? Shinji hunt? I head towards the kitchen. What's up?
なんだよ、セイバー。
あなたは今、何をすると言いましたか？
I gasp without realizing. Even though she's asking me a question, Saber glares at me as if not letting me answer.
そもそもあなたは安静にしなければいけないからでしょう。
Yeah,
朝食の
but
支度など
like...
凛がします。シローが優先すべきことは、部屋で休み、体を癒すことです。
セイバ
ー。Saber sounds strict because she's concerned about my body.
部屋に戻ってください、シロー。眠りが必要なのは、私ではなくあなたの方です。
You might be able to read my mind as she glares at me even harder. But still, I can't let Shinji go.
部屋には戻らない。もう十分休んだし、やらなくちゃいけないことがあるだろう。準備ができたら街に出よう。
Yeah, and Shinji's not gonna be coming around school again. Or at least I don't imagine that he would be. I wouldn't want to show my face around there. It's an easy target place, and especially after such a big fight, that's not really gonna be for the best.
それは違う、セイバー。順番で言うなら、俺の体なんて後回しだ。そんな暇はないんだ。シンジのやつが何をするかは、お前だってわかるだろう。またあんな結界を張られる前に。
He really is dangerous. I mean, it's most, you know, it's Ryder putting up the boundary fields, but still, it's Shinji that's enabling it. But dealing with Shinji is a really big presence.
Yeah,
that's the most of it.
そんなことはない。シンジには責任を取らせる。そのためにはライダーを倒さなくちゃいけない。
I don't believe your words, Shiro.
それに犠牲者を出さないために行動するなんていうのは当たり前だろ。
そうですか。マスターがそう言うのなら、私は従うだけですが。
Oh, she seems disappointed more than anything else.
シンジを探す？別に文句はないけど、ちゃんと勝ち目があって言ってるんでしょうね。
I mean, beyond that, you know, make him pay. After breakfast, Tosaka reacts as soon as I declare that I can't let Shinji go.
勝ち目ってシンジに対してか？
そうよ。前もって言っとくけど、賞賛もないくせに他のマスターに手を出す気だった。
Damn it. Now that she says that, I've only thought about stopping Shinji, never about how to do so.
ちょっと、エミヤ君、本気
？You know, Shiro's the emotional type.
すまん。笑ってくれ。
うわ、悪いけど笑えないわ、今の冗談。
If she reacts like that, she'll make me realize how stupid I am.
セイバー、あんたのマスターはこんなんだけど、あなた自身はどうなの？
ライダーと戦うだけならば問題はありません。彼女の能力は確認済みです。
Yeah.
それはシロー本人も分かっていると思います。
Yep.
ああ、そうだっけ。
なら、
シローにもライダーがどの程度かは分かっているんだ。
I got it. Osaka inquires with her eyes. You must be asking about Ryder's strength. Certainly, I have a grasp of it. I don't know if it's because I have a contract with a servant or because of my command spell. But even though she's not my servant, if I see her fight, I can put numbers to her abilities. Ryder herself wasn't a superior servant. One-on-one, but it's all going to depend on, you know, a lot of different variables, whether or not noble phantasms are being used, the amount of mana or energy that is being used, because actually, I wonder if Ryder's in the same sort of problem that Saber is. Saber's can't refill her energy source because of Shiro, like his lackingness of a master. But I wonder if the same is true for Ryder and Shinji, because Shinji's not a magus at all. He's more, you know, he's got an understanding of magic, but he doesn't have any magical prowess. So I wonder if she's also on like a finite source of just energy that she can expel.
そうなんだ。ならちゃんと賞賛はあるんじゃない。シンジは魔術師じゃないからライダー
Yeah.
はマスターからの
Okay.
支援
Yep.
を受
Yep.
けられ
Yep.
ない。
Yep. 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 I
必
just
然
had
的
to.
にセイ
I
バー
always
とラ
love
イダ
that
ー
when
が
I
一騎
make
打ちに
going
な
on a
るもの
long
ね。
like thing in there. I only have to scroll a little bit longer until I get my answer. Just like Tosaka says, as long as Shinji is her master, Ryder has to fight by herself. There should be no disadvantage for Saber.
何よ
Except
気の乗らない顔して。
Noble
何か問
Phantasm.
題でもあるっていうの？
Noble Phantasm is a big problem.
いいかトサカ、それだけ戦力的に上回ったセイバーに追い詰められていたのに、ライダーはシンジを連れて逃げ延びたんだ。あれはライダーの宝具だったと思うんだが。
The arrow of light that trampled through the hallway. A wave of destruction that would have surely disintegrated my body without trace if Saber didn't knock me aside. That was Ryder's secret move. We can't be optimistic even if Ryder herself is weak. No, more than not being optimistic, I feel like we shouldn't even challenge her.
つまりライダーはライダー本人より所有する宝具
Got
の
a
方
strong
が
noble
優れてるタイプ
phantasm. What can you do
ってわ
about it?
けね。で、セイバー、シローはともかく、あなたならライダーの宝具が何であるか分かったんじゃない？
面目ありません。シロを守ることに精一杯で、
Man,
私
this
もあ
is
れが
our
何
fault
である
this
か確
time.
認することはできなかった。そんなことに気を割いていたら、私もシロもあの一撃に巻き込まれていたでしょう。
Yeah. Even without having to protect Shiro, she would have had to protect herself if it was just her versus Ryder. So, like she said, if she focused on trying to identify her or even look at it, trying to like really get a good look at it, she probably would have died.
巻き込まれたって何？ライダーの宝具って飛び道具なの？
I'd imagine Ryder's noble phantasm is something, you know, he rides.
それに近いものでした。分類的にはリンの使う魔術に近い。あれは私の剣やランサーの槍のような対人宝具ではないのでしょう。
私の魔術に近いってそれこそ変よ。セイバーの対魔術は神業じゃない。現代の魔術じゃまずあ
But
なた
what
に
if it's
傷を負
magic
わせ
from,
る
you
こと
know,
はで
not
きない。
present day?
そのあなたが交わさなくちゃいけない魔術なんて
Really high level magic.
はい。
Major man.
神秘はより強い神秘の前に無効化される。
So,
私の鎧を通ることができる神秘はあなたたちの言う魔法か神域に住む幻想種だけです。
魔法使い。ライダーは魔術師だっていうの？セイバ
ー。いいえ、それほどの魔力は感じませんでした。彼女はライダーです。魔法使いがいるとすれば、それはキャスターだけでしょう。ライダーの宝具はおそらく別のものだと思います。
Osaka gives a relieved sigh at Saber's answer, but I don't quite get it.
セイバー、お前の鎧っていうのはそんなに硬いものなのか？魔法でなければ通らないなんて言うけど、それならランサーのゲイボルク
I
は
mean,
魔法
noble
ってことになるな。
phantasms are kinda.
ええ、確かにランサーのゲイボルクは魔法に近い呪いですが、リン、シローに説明してあげてくれますか？
私？もういいけど。要するにシローはセイバーは魔法じゃないと傷つかないと勘違いしているわけね。
あ、いや、別にそういうわけじゃないけど。ただ、そんなに頑丈な鎧ならすごいなって思っただけだ。
そりゃすごいわよ。セイバーに限らずサーバントってのはみんな英霊なのよ。霊体ってこともあるけど、まっとうな手段じゃ傷一つつけられない。物理的な手段でサーバントを傷つけられるのは同じ英霊であるサーバントだけ。逆に言えばサーバント同士ならただのペーパーナイフでもセイバーを
So
傷
it
つける
becomes
こ
of
とが
how
できる。
strong, man.
相手がサーバントなら、セイバーの鎧もそう鉄壁ってわけじゃない。
Yep, just, you know, other masters or other magists in general.
そうね。けどセイバー自身接近戦の技量が優れているから白兵戦ではまずセイバーに傷を負わせられない。
Except, you know, Sasaki over there, who's a fucking big dick. I'm gonna swing my sword around and probably kill everything in sight.
残った手段は遠距離からの攻撃。 魔術っていう飛び道具になるわけだけど、セイバーは騎士のくせにとんでもない対魔力を持ってるから、大抵の魔術は弾かれてしまうのよ。バッドラックに代表される呪いなんてまず届かないし、魔力を矢として放つ直接干渉も効かない。セイバーを倒したかったら真正面からの切り合いで彼女
Like Sasuke. Saber is listening quietly to Tosaka's explanation. She probably isn't interrupting because it's all
なん
true.
だよ、そんなのインチキだ。剣技でかなわないから魔術で勝負するっていうのに、魔術そのものがセイバーに効かないならどうしろって言うんだ。
Yeah, you really worried? You're really worried about that, my guy?
そうね。けどそのセイバーだって白兵戦で絶対に負けないというわけでも
What
ないで
is
しょ。
going on with Saber?
バーサーカーは力だけならセイバーを上回ってるし、ランサーだって白兵戦において必殺の槍を持ってる。今話してるライダーだってセイバーを出し抜くほどの宝具を持ってたんだから、セイバーも完璧ってわけじゃないわ。
Every servant has its own vice and, you know, things that can defeat them.
私たちだってセイバーを倒す方法はあるもの。単にセイバーの耐魔力を上回る魔術を持ってくるか、サーバントが使っている武器を借りて寝ている間に首を切るとか。サーバントの武器ならサーバント自身と同じ霊格なんだから、傷をつけることは可能なはずよ。
So you can use your own servants. That's... It's a scary example, but I understand. Hold on, Tosaka. You can't talk like that in front of Saber herself.
そうなんだ。じゃあライダーの宝具が特別優れてるってわけじゃなくて、サーバントの攻撃だからセイバーも守りに徹したってことなのか。
わけないでしょ。セイバーが守りに徹するのなら、ライダー自身じゃ何をしたって追い詰めることなんて不可能よ。ライダー本人がそう優れた英霊じゃないのなら、彼女が宝具を使ったところでたかが知れているし。そうでしょ、セイバー。ライダーの宝具はライダー自身の能力とは関係のない武器
I
な
mean,
の
Noble
ね。
Phantasms are there for a reason. They're the trump card. They're big, you know, super big attack. Hey,
ライ
I'm
ダー
gonna
の技や魔力
fucking
に
fuck
頼
you
ら
up
ない
with
自動
this.
的な武装、宝具そのものに効果があるものだと思います。魔術か幻想種か、どちらにせよ、あの魔法陣から放たれたものは圧倒的でした。直撃を受けた場合、生き延びられるサーバントなどいないでしょう。
そうなの？数値的にどれくらい？
あなたたち風に言うのなら A プラスといったところでしょうか。私個人の推測に過ぎないので断定はできませんが。
When are you properly rank something?
何それ？魔法一歩手前じゃない。
S for
そんなの
sorcery.
使われてよく学校が吹っ飛ばなかったってもんだわ。
Did you see the hallway? The hallway
単
was
純に破
fucked.
壊するだけの宝具というわけではないのでしょう。もともとは他の用途がある宝具なのではないでしょうか。
そうだとしても厄介ね。セイバーの話じゃ A 判定どころじゃないし、瞬間的な攻撃力ならサーバント中最高ってことになるのかしら。
まあ確かに攻守ともに優れた宝具のようでしたが。
She's getting jealous.
それより
My Noble Phantasm's good too, guys. What is it? Saber doesn't seem to be enjoying this
セイ
conversation.
バー、遠坂の意見、なんか引っかかるところでもあるのか。
あ、いえ、別にそういうわけではないというか、本当はどちらが強いかなど追求するのは騎士
But
に
we
あ
gotta
るまじき
tier
行いという
things.
か。
People love tiering things. That's why they argue about it all the fucking time. She's acting suspiciously. Saber mumbles as if she's been ashamed, as if ashamed of what she's
まあいい
saying.
けど、それよりさ、さっき妙なことを言ってなかったか。
対人宝具ですか。いえ、言葉通りの意味ですが、私の風王結界や
Right.
ランサーのゲイボルクはあくまで人を倒すための武装です。いかに強力な魔力、呪いを帯びていたところで、その用途は対人の域を出るものではありません。
Well, that is true. Saber's invisible sword is certainly an advantage in battle, but that is only the case of man versus man. There will be no difference in speed even if you use an invisible sword to chop wood. Lancer's Geibolga is the same. Even with a cursed lance that will strike the heart, if the opponent is a rock or house, it's no more than a strong lance.
だから対人の宝具ってことなのか。ならライダーの宝具は
Fancy
大軍
army?
宝具ってことになるわね。
Yeah.
そういえば父さんに聞いたことがあったわ。宝具には対人に優れたもの、大軍に優れたものがあるって。
Anti-personnel, one person, anti-army, lots. Gotcha.
簡単に言って対人宝具は弾数制限のない拳銃で、大軍宝具ってのは一発限りのミサイルってことね。
One-time missile.
ライダーの宝具は強力だけど、その分使用にかなりの制限があるんじゃないかしら。少なくともセイバーの剣みたいにいつも見えないなんて。
But that would be
永
what
続
the
的な
Blood
宝
Dome
具じゃ
is,
ない。
definitely. An anti-army. Does it focus on, killing everything that's inside and collect energy for itself? Which I'm guessing is what would be used for, because of Shinji. Without a proper way to refuel energy, but... Yeah, I suppose that what we saw would also be considered an anti-army, but... It seems a lot more... Used... It seems like it would be used. Doesn't seem necessarily correct. A gun would be no match for a missile. It's true that Saber's invisible sword is an awesome sword, but it'll be blown away before she could swing it against such a ridiculous noble phantasm.
ライダーと戦うのなら宝具を使われる前に倒せってことか。
That's the plan, or that would be the hope
で
at
しょう
least.
ね。宝具の打ち合いになったら勝ち目はない。
It's kind of a lot of people's, game plan is like, hey, you probably shouldn't let Noble Phantasm go off or else you're fucked.
大前提としてライダーが宝具を使う前に倒すこと。戦いを長引かせれば長引かせるだけこっちが不利になるから。
もしくは私が戦っている間にライダーのマスターを倒せばいい。
Yeah,
あ
that
の
would
マスターに
definitely be
戦
a
闘
lot
手
more
段はないのだから
certain,
そちらの方が
but,
確実か
something
もしれ
tells
ませ
me
ん。
he was just in an anger high earlier and not gonna actually want to go out and kill Shinji despite everything that he just did. That's the conclusion. We don't know what Ryder's Noble Phantasm is, and additionally, it's too powerful. So we have no countermeasure, and we can only beat her before she has the chance to use it. So whatever the Noble Phantasms of other servants are, cannot compare a Noble Phantasm against
収
Ryder.
穫助かったよ、遠坂。俺たちは真珠を探しに行くけど、遠坂はどうする？留守番していてくれるか？
What's the plan?
そうね。あなたたちがそう言うなら私たちも真珠を探してもいいんだけ
I
ど。
guess we won't. Why?
まあやめとくわ。敵はライダーだけじゃないし、私たちはもともとバーサーカーを倒すために手を組んだん
Yeah,
だ
but
し
if we
ね。
both go against Ryder, it'll make our job a lot
シ
easier.
ローが真珠を追っている間、私は私でやることがあるから。
Alright. So Saga stands up with a cold smile on her face.
それじゃあね。いい結果を期待しているわ。
Okay, see ya. Yep, adios. I don't... Oh, you could help us. That would be nice, but I guess not. Who needs help, am I right? Leaving Tosaka at home, I leave with Saber. It's 7:30 in the morning. The hill is really quiet. Students usually go to school at this time, but not many people are around today.
学校は休校だそうですね。
Yeah, that's probably for the best after such a large incident.
大半の生徒は未だ立ち上がれる体ではないというこ
Plus
とで
there's
すか。
reconstruction that go on.
重度の栄養失調みたいなもんだからな。
Huh.
まともに動けるようになるまで何日かはかかるだろう。
Those are the lucky ones. Transformation of the skin, necrosis of the tips of the limbs. There were even students on the verge of blindness.
タイガも病院に運ばれたと聞きます。見舞いに行かずともいいのですか、シロ。
ああ、藤ねえのはただの疲労だ。
How the fuck?
心配しなくてもいいから真面目に家で勉強してろとさ。
Didn't Shinji say like she was the one that would receive the worst of it because of everything he did to her? Then it's really good that she's just worn out, I guess. I called the Fujimura house and checked on Fujine's state before I left the house. I'd like to go visit her, but I should hold off on that for now.
では探索に専念するのですね。それはいいのですが、 シロに当てはあるのですか？
He's probably back at his house, just being like, hey, I'm not gonna run anywhere.
私はサーバントの気配を読み取りますが、それも近づかなければわかりません。何か手がかりがなければ探し出すのは難しいのではないでしょうか。
ああ、確かにシンジが何もせずに隠れていた場合、探し出すのは難しいだろう。けどあいつの性格から言って昨日の今日でおとなしくしているとは思えない。
He's not the type to stop when he's beaten. The kind of guy that'll take revenge.
ではライダーのマスターは再び結界を張ろうとすると。
Yeah, that seems actually pretty likely if, no,
間違いなくな。
Shinji is being
俺と同じ
Shinji.
であいつはサーバントに魔力を提供できない。俺たちに復讐しようとするならまず魔力を貯めないといけない
But
だろう。
we've really got to focus on getting him before he can
Nara.
construct another one.
見つけ出す
Not
の
only
はそう
construct another
難しく
one,
はない
but
んじゃないか。
But really, Ryder's wasted a lot of energy between establishing the first boundary field, not getting... Granted, she got refueled a little bit, I'm sure, from just, you know, the few minutes that the boundary field was doing its effects, but we've also got to deal with... She used her Noble Phantasm. Like, she actually fully used her Noble Phantasm. I don't think Saber's fully...
ライダーのマスターを探すのではなく、結界を探すのですね。
And at the very least, finding the boundary field will be a lot easier than finding something like
マスターの感
Shinji,
知
a
はできなくて
specific
も
person or
あれだけの結界
persons.
なら近づけばわかる。それに場所も特定できるだろう。大きな建物で人がたくさん集まるところを当たっていけばいい。
Well, the school's out of the question now, so where else is there?
やりますね、シロ。
俺だって考
I mean,
え
there's
な
the
しってわけじゃ
dojo,
ないぞ。
but
探し出せる自信がなかったら
being able to be used.
こんなことは言い出さないよ。
And Sasuke's there. Confident. It's a matter of the boundary field, but there's more meaning in us walking around. Just as I can't leave Shinji alone, I bet Shinji doesn't intend to let us go either. Just to be sure, we go to Shinji's house. I have Saber check for presence of Ryder. The result is negative. Well, he's not the kind of guy that would be resting at home.
シンジが結界を張るとしたらこっちの町じゃなくてシントの方だ。
Yeah, Shinto is a
オフィス街のビルを
really
総
big
渡りしてい
place,
こう。
so there's probably something that we have to find. Crawling out to Saber, I leave the Mato house.
いいのですか、シロ。ここはさくらの家なのでしょ。立ち寄ったのですから声をかけては。
I'm certainly worried about Sakura. According to Tosaka, Sakura was just weakened. Fortunately, God, he still did the boundary field and let it go off while Sakura was inside? That means if everything went according to plan, Shinji just would have killed Sakura there. Like, he would have killed everyone in there. Everyone. God, that's horrible. But if I can, I want to see her and take care of her since she has always taken care of me, but...
やめておく。この戦いが終わるまではさくらと会って戦いに巻き込むわけにはいかないからな。
And the most of all, I can't go and see Sakura if I'm to fight Sakura's brother soon. If the worst comes to worst and I have to kill Shinji, I'll never be able to face her. So I shouldn't leave any lingering affections. I think that's the best course that I can take. I also believe it's for the best for Sakura as well. That's pretty actually responsible thing to think of. Even if it's not necessarily fair to Sakura, but I mean, what can we do? Go to every building we spot. We went through all the larger ones first, but there's no findings yet. Wiping the set off. Welcome to the chat. Hey, did my shit get reset? Nice, it did. I'm waiting for the reconnection here because we've completely disconnected for whatever reason. I wonder if that's a problem on my internet's end. It doesn't look like it is because we were reconnected, so okay, I guess. That was weird. I just noticed the welcome to chat thing pop up and I was like, that's really weird. Also, That was, yeah, that was really weird. I don't know what happened there. But hey, it's the recording has been stable, so it's whatever. Wiping the sweat off my brow, I move my heavy limbs. Trying to calm my breathing, I stand still for a while and take a deep breath.
シロ、何か異常でもあり。シロ、こちらへ。
ちょっと待って、そっちは公園だぞ。
それは後にしてください。今はこちらが最優先です。
Is he not okay? Something must have caught her attention. She speaks strictly and pulls me towards the park.
セイバー、どうしたんだよ。
I don't like this park. This isn't a good spot.
何もない。そんなのセイバーにだってわかるだろう。
いいですか
I forget if we show, like, properly showed her around town or not.
話はその後で聞きます。
Stared down by Saber, I reluctantly sit down on the bench, and then I almost faint. I hold my face with one hand. My forehead is sweaty and my breath is out of control, even though I'm sitting down. Why am I sweating in the middle of winter?
こんなに疲れてたのか、俺。
As soon as I ask myself that, I finally realize the state of my body. I'm not tired. This is just my unhealed wound aching. Ridiculous. No matter how deep the breaths I take are, I can't catch my breath. My body is heavy and my legs refuse to stand up.
ようやく自分の体に気がついたようですね。
But I thought we could do it! Saber is angry. It's only natural. It doesn't do any good when the one who suggested the idea of searching for Shinji is just resting on a bench.
すぐ動けるようにするから、しばらく待ってくれ。
私が注意しているのはそんなことではありません。
Yeah, you're concerned about
あな
us
たに
in
は何
all
を言っても無駄の
actuality.
ようですね。
I understand that Saber is angry. I understand, but I don't quite get what she's so angry about.
きちんと言ってくれないと
Hey, I'm
何
dense
が言い
as
た
a
いのかわ
log.
からないんだ
Please
が。
help.
わからないのなら語る必要はないでしょう。いいですから、シロはそこで休んでいてください。一人で休むのが嫌なら、私もお付き合いしますから。
Alright. Saying that, Saber sits next to me. Bench isn't that large. Saber is sitting so close to me I could touch her shoulder if I leaned over a bit.
いや、待てってセイバー。
Hey!
休んでる暇
You're
なんてないだ
well
ろ。
enough to be conscious
俺
about
たちは遊びに来たんじゃな
that,
く
I
て。
guess.
遊びになど来ていません。休憩も戦いのうちです。文句を言うのでしたら、
That was a
まず
weird
その
thing.
呼
Oh
吸を
well.
整えてからにしてください。
いや、呼吸を整えろって。
It's true that my body is tired and I can't breathe properly, but if you're this close, my heart starts jumping and
シロ、人の話を聞いていますか？今まで体に無理をさせてきたのですから、まずは肩の力を抜いて落ち着いてください。
can't relax though.
だから。
She wants me calm, why doesn't she get away from me? I don't know what Saber thinks, but for me, she's a girl around my age. Well, she's actually younger, but she's a girl nonetheless. And on top of that, she's unrealistically beautiful. I don't know what kind of guy would be able to calm down with her next to him.
シロ、気のせいでしょうか。先ほどより顔色が悪くなってきた気がするのですが。
そんなことない。動揺なんてしてないぞ。
それならいいのですが、やはり横になった方がいいのでしょうか。
Saber looks around. Hey, why is there a guy using his lover's thighs as a pillow? It's a lap pillow! And it seems Saber is looking at the couple and thinking.
シロ、気分が悪いのでしたら横に。
God damn it.
大丈夫、おとなしくしてれば
We're tripping flags! We're tripping flags!
しなくていいから当分ほっといてくれ。
Looking away from Saber, I close my eyes so I won't see her. Calm down. Try to ignore Saber who's sitting next to me. All I have to do now is keep on breathing deeply and then I touched her shoulder. Oh. Fire died down after one night. The red fiery walls were gone. There was a burnt field all around me. and the blackened woods were smoldering with the sound of sparkling. As I lay there, I think it sounds like a small firework. The skies start to cloud up. It would rain soon, and the fire should soon stop. I was looking up blankly into the sky with a body that was even having difficulty breathing. There are only burned corpses around me. I have burns all over my body, and there's a bad burn across my chest. My open chest. Feels like I could grab my heart if I put my fingers into the inflamed chest. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, I didn't fall because I was tired. My numb body wasn't kind enough to be able to rest just because I was tired. I fell because I think my wounds made me unable to move my arms or legs. So I was manly and didn't panic. I knew I wasn't be saved, and I wasn't scared because everyone around me had died the same way. I looked up at the clouding sky and watched myself as I grew thinner. But still, with my dazed consciousness, I thought to seek help as long as I was alive, and I reached out my hands. And I'm guessing that's when Kiritsuga got us? Wait, something's weird. I shouldn't remember a burning feeling in my chest. I wake up suddenly. Damn, these last few days have just been passed by with us being asleep. There's no scar on my chest. I almost died because of the lack of oxygen from the burn, after all. I didn't have any fatal wounds. If I had taken something like that, I bet even Kiritsuga wouldn't have been able to save me. No, more importantly.
夜になってる。俺寝ちまってたのか、セイバー。
はい。よく眠っているようでしたので起こしませんでしたが、その会話あったようですね。
人が悪いな。居眠りした俺が悪いにしても、起こしてくれてもよかったじゃないか。いや。
We have to find Shinji, but I guess, yeah, we didn't have a properly set up body, then we wouldn't be able to actually go after him.
そりゃ結果論だ。俺が起きなかったらどうするつもりだったんだよ、一体。
そうですね。あまり変わりはないでしょう。日が落ちて寒くなってきましたから、そろそろ声をかけようと思っていたところです。
That's no good. No matter how I think about it, she's right in this case.
まあ、確かに体の調子はすごくいいけど。
I get up from the bench and start to walk throughout the field. There's no trace of the field of what came before. No trace of when it used to be a residential district, nor any trace of when it was a red burning world. Kind of irritates me in spite of that. I saw the after image just by sleeping here. I don't like this place. I don't think anybody likes this place.
どうせ休むなら別の場所にするべきだったなって。ここはどうも嫌な思い出がありすぎる。
嫌な思い出?
Oh yeah, there's a lot she doesn't know about us.
そうか。話してなかったっけ？俺、昔はこの辺りに住んでたんだ。10年前の話だけどな。大きな火事が起きて、両親も家も焼け落ちた。
It's a rather simple explanation for something so big, but I mean, it's a good one. It's simple, to the point, all that sort of fun stuff.
では、あなたは？
ああ、キリツグの実の子供ってわけじゃない。それに、聖杯戦争と無関係ってわけでもないのかな。ここが前回の戦いの最後の場所だってのは聞いてるよ。
That is pretty ironic. Not the good kind of ironic, though. More of a cruel irony than anything else. I walked through the field. It's been 10 years since that happened, but it seems that this ground isn't fertile at all. Maybe the regret of the dying people has seeped into this land.
シロ、あなたが犠牲者を出すまいとするのは、それが理由ですか？あなた自身が聖杯戦争の犠牲者だからこそ、自分のような犠牲者は出したくないと。
That would be a nice thing. Not leaving another kid who would lose everything. Granted, Kiritsuga was probably, you know, a really nice foster father, but regardless of that, it's still a terrible thing. So many people probably died and only one person survived in spite of that. Now that she mentions it, maybe that's logical. Strangely, I've never thought about it that way.
セイバーの言うことはもっともだけど、俺はもっと単純だと思うよ。10年前さ、ここで桐継に助けられた時はただ嬉しかった。それ以外になかったから、自分もそうなれたらいいと憧れたんじゃないかな。
Yeah, that's probably the most of it. Can't put into words the emotion I felt when my request for help was granted. But at the same time, the happier I was, the guiltier I felt.
自分だけ願いが叶えられたってのは居心地が悪かった。俺は親父に助けられたけど、他の人たちは助けられずにずっとこのままだ。
Everyone wished for help, and I was the only one who received it. Only I was saved, and that's survivor's guilt right there. But I mean, at the very least, it's working out. I don't know if I would say well, but it's working. It's made Shiro into the person he is, at the very least. That survivor's guilt versus coupled with his admiration for Kiritsugu really turned his want to be a hero of justice into what it is. And, well, I guess we'll see if we really do get to reach that point. So, Emiya Shiro must take responsibility for it.
起きてしまったことは戻しようがないからな。死んでいった人たちに報いたいなら、せめてこれからのことを防ぐべきだ。10年前のような惨事は起こさせない。またあんなことになったら、それこそ犠牲になった人たちに合わせる顔がないだろう。
I'm holding out for a Shiro until the end of the night. The Fate Stay Night. Ha! Yeah, you get it? That's the name of the game. More importantly, we should continue searching for Shinji. Yes, that's a pretty big priority right now. He's the biggest he's the biggest master that we should probably worry about. I mean, there's also Ilya, who said she would attack us at night. But, today I learned. She said she'd attack us at night, but I mean, and it is night, so maybe we should get out of here and get back to the safety. This is Fate Route. And there will be fewer people around at night. If Shinji wants to attack us, now would be the perfect time. We're going to make ourselves a decoy. The real deal starts now. We're gonna still keep on looking. God damn it, we should probably go back and rest. I mean, we spent all day sleeping, but regardless. I haven't gotten any of the bad endings yet. I'm hoping to keep it that way, regardless of how good the bad endings are. And I don't think I've been good, mean enough to Saber to get that one bad ending where it's only guaranteed to happen if you're really shitty to Saber the entire game. I'm pretty sure I've already been nice enough. Maybe I said that, but I don't remember the details. That's the best part of the game. Yeah, just a little bit sacrificial martyr sort of deal. I got that ending on accident. As if, even stating the fact that a crime, she stares at me and declares so. You're probably right, but I don't think that's gonna stop us. I really don't. Saber walks past me. Saber starts to walk towards the office district. I try to call out to her, but I can't in the end. Are you saying? Those words die in my throat. It can't be that I don't intend to save myself. It can't be true, but for some reason, I can't refute her words. Just because she's right doesn't mean she's correct. Yeah. I think she's correct in this point. I mean, where that's actually from, it's questionable, but I think she might actually be correct on this. But I mean, you know, there's something to be said about practicing what you preach. Past 8 o'clock. And at this time, when the station gets the most crowded, Saber and I stare at the top of the map of the city. Hey, that giant building looks suspicious.
他に行くべき場所はありますか？
そうだな。少し離れたところに工場がある。あそこも人が集まる場所だから調べておかないと。
What is Shinji's style at this point? You already eliminated the school out of the possibilities. Even as I answer, it's hard to look at Saber. It must be because the conversation earlier is still affecting me. Since Saber is acting like she doesn't care, it bothers me even more.
そういうセイバーの方はどうだ？ライダーの気配はつかめるか？
Any luck?
いえ、感じません。彼女とは一度戦っていますから、近くにいれば知覚できるのですが。
Alright. Well, that's weird. Okay. A strange feeling pierces my heart. A wave of magical energy that even I can feel. There's no way Saber can not feel that.
シロ、言うまでもないと思うのですが。
Yeah, there's something going on.
近くにいるのか？
There's something definitely going on.
まだそこまでの距離ではないようです。ですが、確実に見られている。
They're watching us. So that must mean they finally fell for the decoy. If they're emitting magical energy so obviously, they must be trying to tempt us.
この気配、ライダーなのか？
My mind switches. The awkwardness from before disappears.
魔力をたどります。注意して
You
くだ
didn't
さい。
answer us. God damn it. I nod silently. Murderous intent stinging in my skin is coming from the office district, empty of people. They just want a one-on-one fight. Maybe no one is working overtime today of all days. Most of the lights in the building you could call the symbol of Shinto have already disappeared. Not many people are walking through the roads, and the view isn't that bad. No one looks suspicious, and if Shinji is anywhere, he would be ahead of us. Perhaps the park we were just in. Oh no, don't go back to the park. That's the bad part. The murderous intent is getting stronger. There's no mistake that an enemy is nearby. No, more like... Oh, static. Oh boy. I feel a chill run down my spine. From the intensity of the murderous intent that even I can feel. Perhaps we're already in the range of an enemy.
気をつけろ。何？
ええ、シロの感覚は正しい。このように人目のある場所で仕掛けてくるとは思いませんが、相手が相手です。
Oh boy. Nodding silently, we head to the park. I'll ignore the oppressive pressure that feels like having a knife stuck at my head. Ryder and Shinji are nowhere in the office district. If they're going to attack, it'll be in the park where nobody will see.
シロ、
セイバー。
Oh, good. I turn to Saber. She rushes at me like lightning. And I'm guessing moves us out of the way or, you know, gets it up. God damn it. Shit, did she break the clothes again? It might be the work of an enemy stand. I look up. In my sight is a large building towering overhead as if to reach the heavens. And clinging on its side is a spider, like a spider is the figure of an enemy. Oh, hi, Ryder. Long hair covering her whole body and flexible white limbs. The figure with the masked face is none other than the servant Ryder. Well, fuck. The figure clinging around the 5th floor looks at me and licks her lips. I feel a freezing chill. There's no mistake. She came down from the top of the building to kill me using my overhead blind spot. Well, fuck. There goes the 3rd copy of those clothes. Saber lands on the ground. Saber, who jumped above me and deflected the attacks, has instantly armed herself.
あいつは。
追います。シロはここにいてください。
How are you gonna get up the side of the building?
追うって。どうやって？
Yeah. Come on, man. She kicks the ground. The silver armor disappears from my vision in an instant. If Ryder comes down from the top of the building is ridiculous, so is Saber pursuing her just by jumping. Oh, good. No, perhaps because they are servants, normal logic doesn't apply to them. Like Ryder, Saber kicks the side of the building and charges at Ryder like lightning. Well, off they have fun. We need to go find Shinji. Let's not gawk at that. The two shadows intersect at great speeds. They clash overhead and separate, and then kick off the building and clash again. It's like watching fighter aircrafts dogfight. Don't follow Saber. That seems like actually the worst idea to do. It really does. Wait here and stand by, I guess. I don't know. I don't got a thing. I don't got a good option. It's sad, but I guess all I can do here is stay and wait. Can't run up the side of the building, and even if I do go after her, I wouldn't be able to go back up in any way. Or back her up in any way. A human cannot participate in a battle between servants. There's nothing I can do. I can only trust Saber's words and wait here. 60 seconds pass. After a short blank period, I see intersecting sparks way above me. I strain my eyes to follow Saber's figure. The silver and black light do not stop me even once and disappear a few hundred meters higher. What should I do? Should I go into the building and run up to the rooftop? Unlike the side of the building, it's the rooftop on firm ground. I should be able to. Lightning! Oh boy! Bright light is emitted from the rooftop. Not just once. 3 times. Yeah. Noble Phantasms? Yeah. If so, Saber has no chance of winning. Not letting Ryder use her Noble Phantasm. Wasn't that the main requirement for Saber to win? Uh-oh. Get up there. Get up there. It's no time for indecision. Gritting my teeth at my cowardice, I run to the building. I run up the stairs. It was easy to get into the building, but it's not easy to get into the rooftop. The elevator doesn't go beyond the 40th floor, so I have to use this. Oh, god damn it! It's Final Fantasy VII all over again. I'm a coward. How the fuck was I supposed to ride up the side of the building? In the darkness of the inactive lights, I continue up the stairs leading to the rooftop. It's already been 5 minutes since I snuck in. A normal battle should be decided by now. Yeah, I probably made the bad decision, didn't I? Ah, shit. The ground shakes. The 50-story building shakes as if bombed. One more floor to the rooftop. Shaking off an ominous presentiment? That's a word? I don't know. I run up the darkened stairs. Oof. Things look rough up here. The instant I open the door, I feel hot air on my face. A burning heat hot enough to burn my face rushes in. The concrete ground is burned up here and there. Dry air as if nothing living. In the middle, Saber is collapsed in the middle. Oh no. I might have made the bad choice. I run to Saber and raise her up. She's still breathing. Saber is unconscious and breathing heavily as if wounded really badly. Saber remains, and Ryder is nowhere to be seen. But leaving the process aside, the result is clear. If Ryder was still here, she would not have let Saber go as weakened as she is. So the survivor, the victorious one, is Saber. Ryder was defeated, and nah. There's no way that we would get an off-screen win like that. I hold up Saber in my arms. I'm amazed at her lightness. Saber, breathing painfully, has no weight like she's just an illusion. That's not a good.
終わったわよ。和室に寝かせてきたけど、あの分じゃしばらく目を覚まさないでしょうね。
すまん、助かった。俺にはセイバーを手当てするなんてできないからな。
まあ、鎧を脱がせて楽にさせただけだから。
I mean, I guess we could have done that, huh? But still, having Tosaka around was helpful. She understood the situation with just one glance and at me holding Saber. Tosaka quickly took off Saber's armor and examined her.
それで、何があったの?
I don't know, there was Ryder running up the side of the building and
帰ってきたと思ったらセイバーがあれでしょ? 一腹あったのはわかるけど、説明してくれないかしら。
それが俺にもわからない。セイバーとライダーが戦って生き残ったのはセイバーだってことしか。
詳しく知りたいところだけど、追求するのは勘弁してあげるわ。
Yeah, that's fair.
それどころじゃないって。
Saber's rough.
言葉通りの意味よ。あなただって薄々は気づいているでしょ。
Wait, what? Oh, she used a lot of energy, but Tosaka mentions the result of I have avoided thinking about.
セイバーが消えるっていうのか。
ええ。どんな戦いをしたのか知らないけど、セイバーの魔力ほとんど空っぽなのよ。
Well, that's just great.
今彼女が苦しんでいるのはね、魔力不足で消えようとしている自分を必死に留めているからなの。
We might have fucked up.
魔力がないからセイバーが消える
Just do I can't do magic transfers. This is real to new. They took those scenes out.
ええ、霊体であるサーバントがこの世にとどまるための魔力が足りていない。こんな時普通のマスターだったら自分の魔力を送るんだけど、あなたはそれができないでしょ。
Oh boy, this is right our
酸
fault
素不
then.
足ってバカな
No, that's pretty on the nose.
今までは大丈夫だったじゃないか。セイバーだって眠っていれば持ち直すって。
No, sleeping is just, you know, it stopped the
それは
use. It didn't
セイバー
recover
の魔
it.
力量が桁外れだったからよ。けどそれもここまで。魔力を使い切ったサーバントを元に戻す方法は2つだけ。マスターがサーバントに魔力を提供するか、サーバントが
Which
自分で魔力を補充するかよ。
we can't do either. To have a servant collect magical energy herself, that would mean killing innocent people like Ryder did.
まさかセイバーはそんなことはしない。セイバー自身が
And I guess this is the end. I might have gotten a bad end.
でしょうね。けど方法はそれしかない。マスターが魔力を与えられない以上、サーバント自身が魔力を補充するしかないわ。これはあなたが決めることだけど、セイバーを助けたいのならセイバーに人を襲わせて魂を食べさせなさい。
That's the most realistic course. That means
もちろんセイバーは嫌がるでしょう。けど放っておけば遅かれ早かれセイバーは消えて、あなたは他のマスターから狙われることになる。
Saber will disappear? I can't even imagine such a thing. Yeah, she's kinda, just kinda, a little bit. A lot of it. Still feel her body heat in my hands, which were carrying her.
決断はあなたに任せるわ。セイバーは眠らせておけば落ち着くだろうけど、それでも限界は近いでしょうね。決断をするなら明日の朝がリミットよ。
Osaka leaves the living room. I feel dizzy. Can't even look up. I can only listen to Tosaka's departing footsteps. Well, Well, fuck. Huh. Oh, I don't know what to say. Okay. Onwards we go.
朝だ。
The day starts without me getting any sleep. Saber hasn't woken up yet. She's sleeping like a
でも
corpse.
顔色は良くなった。
The situation isn't that pessimistic. Saber is breathing calmly. There's no sign that she's in any pain. Sleeping peacefully. This is just an everyday
も
morning
しか
scene.
したらこの
If I let her sleep like this, she might get back to normal. There will be no need to have Saber killing people. Then, like we were doing now, Saber would be with me
何
and...
よ都合のいいこと
Yeah. I punched the wall. I feel sick at how weak I am. Saber will certainly disappear if I postpone my decision. I get up, trying not to make a sound. I don't know when Saber will wake up, but I have to make a decision before she does. Dragon Slay. Yeah, that's a hell of a name for a chapter. I go outside. It's not that I have a plan. I'm just seeking a sign to make me decide. I wander aimlessly. Not gonna get any answers here. I don't. Oh, hey, we're at the park. How's it going? Maybe it helps that it's colder today than usual. There's no one around, and it looks like I'm the only one out at this time. I sit on the bench and repeatedly consider the insoluble problem. Insoluble? Word. I don't know how long I'm slumped on the bench, but just as my fingers start to tremble from the cold, now you can speak with my favorite character. Oh boy, hi, how's it going, Elia? I'm suddenly called like that.
やっぱりそうだ。こんにちは、シロ。浮かない顔してるけど、何かあったの？
How's it going, Elia?
お前また一人でこんなところまでやってきたのか。
As I start to say, I'm amazed at my own stupidity. Elia is a master too. I shouldn't be worrying about this. And anyway, aren't we
悪い
enemies?
な。今はイリアと話をする余裕がないんだ。せっかく会えたところだけど、話し相手になってやれない。 今日は冷えるし。
It's the middle of February. It's gonna be cold every day. Sitting down on the bench, I dismiss Ilya. There are things I need to talk to her about, but I have my hands full with Saber right now. Uh-oh. What's going on? Ilya doesn't say anything and she just stares at me as if I'm a stranger.
いや、別にお前を邪険にしてるんじゃないんだ。今はちょっといろいろと立て込んでいて。
知ってるわ。セイバーが消えかけてるんです。
Stop trying to murder me!
それで、シロはどうしようかって考えてるのよね。
Yeah? The girl in front of me says this coldly as if someone else. Uh-oh. This might be a bad.
言うまでもないでしょ。昨日の夜ね。私もあのビルにいただけよ。
shit.
もっとも、さすがにビルの中で様子を見てるしかなかったけど。
This might be bad. I try to move my arms and legs, but they won't move at all. No, it feels like they're stiffening the more power I put into them. It's those eyes. Looking at Ilya's red eyes make my body go numb and...
あ、もう金縛りになったんだ。一人でいれば簡単に捕まえられるって思ったけど、こんなに簡単に行くなんて可愛いな。
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. What the fuck?
無駄だよ、お兄ちゃん。そうなったらもう動けないわ。もうじき声も出なくなるけど、心配しなくていいよ。私もね、今日はお話をしに来たわけじゃないもの。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Murderous intent seeps into Ilya's gaze. This is the same Ilya as the one that night, when she was the master of Berserker.
お前、俺をここで殺すつもりか。
Gritting my teeth, I gather all my strength, but I can't even twitch my fingers. Every nerve in my body is wrapped by Ilya's stare. Jesus, I don't like that sound. It's fucking with me.
セイバーが消えたら、シローは一人きりだもの。いつまでもマスターにさせてられないわ。戦う手段がなくなったシローなんて。
Why do you want to kill us? What the fuck? Ilya raises her hand. Her white slender fingers touches my chest. Oh god, Jesus.
前に見つけられてよかった。それじゃあ、おやすみなさい、お兄ちゃん。どうせセイバーも消えるんだから。
I might have gotten a bad end. My vision fades. Sensation in my limbs is already gone. Now my vision is gone as well. How long has it been since I fell into this darkness? While I wonder whether I'm dead or not, my consciousness fades away. Well, fuck. What the fuck? Oh shit, it's still going. Seems I'm still alive.
いいの、イリア。この子、イリアの敵じゃないよ。
そんなの、リズには関係ないわ。それに、これは当然の権利なんだから。10年間、ずっとこの時を待ってたんだから。今さら、逃がしてなんかあげられない。
I really don't like the sound of this. I can't move. No, I can't even feel my body. What's going on? Am I really here?
控えなさい、リーゼリット。お嬢様、組対の受け入れ準備が終わりました。あとは転移を行うだけですが。
It's not a bad. Are you?
始めるわ。
Are you sure?
二人とも下がってなさい。
I'm pretty sure this is very clearly. My vision is shut off. Within it, where no light exists. Only Ilya's red command spell is. It's just something bad happening. Gotcha. My mind is taken to a different place. Even though I have no senses, I think something has grabbed my arm. I start to pass out. I don't know what happened to me in the next few minutes, but it seems my fight has already ended. Great. Great, yeah, that'll do it. Tiger Dojo is a strange hint corner. If you would like to beat the game by yourself, or if you would like to keep the characters' images, please be warned. Gotcha. This is the Tiger Dojo. Take the advice? Sure, why not?
おうす理不尽な死に苦しむみんなを助ける
This is
憩いの場
very
タイ
different.
ガー道場ですリズキャー誰だ貴様メイドなんてお呼びじゃねえさっさと弟子1号を連れてきてダメイリアはお休み今ちょっと落ち込んでるみたいむむむ勝手に殺しといて勝手に落ち込むとはなんたる理不尽だがそれがいい私も豪勢なお城とか行ってみたいにゃそれはともかくあんた本当に誰なんか私たちと塗りが全然違うんだけど
It's almost like it's a different art style.
リーゼリットイリアの友達
Oh yeah, Ilya's supposed to normally be here.
どんな関係なの？ボケとツッコミ？罪と罰？
まあイリアの世話
It's not a comedy duo, it's a...
いいとこのお嬢さんだとは思ってたけど、そこまでお金持ちだったのか、あのちびっこ。ドワー！そんなのお姉ちゃん許しません。なんたること。そもそもこんなバッドエンドになったのはシローがおじけづいたからよ。
Well, fuck!
直前の選択肢に戻ってちゃっちゃと戦いの行方を見極めること。そうね。この終わり方じゃイリアも嬉しくないと思う。お？不愛想かと思えば何気に話がわかると見た。よしよし、いい子にはタイガースタンプをあげましょう。ティーゲル。
いえいえ、断言いたしまして。
それじゃあまた次はもっとマシなデッドエンドで会おう。
What do you mean a better dead end? Well, fuck. Let's go back to the choice then. And not be a fucking coward. Then I have to follow Saber. I can't just watch. Perhaps because of the battle with no foothold, Saber is unable to overwhelm him. It's like they're on the side of a building. The two conflicts move slowly up towards the rooftop. See, like, you could have realized that while also staying put. That was my mindset. Like, what is he gonna do? That was my mindset. It wasn't about being a coward and trying to stay out of the battle. It was more about, hey, those people are running up the side of a building. I probably, what good is trying to follow them by, like, doing bullshit on the side of a building gonna do? I thought, hey, if we stay down here, maybe Chiro will think to himself, oh, I can run up to the rooftop where I can probably do something. But nah, I have to follow for that to happen. God damn it. My mindset was correct, but the choice I made was not. That is rather unfortunate. There are two conditions to fighting Ryder. Beating Ryder before she has the chance to use her noble phantasm, or to get Shinji before that. Since Saber is fighting Ryder, there's only one thing I can do. Yeah, fuck you. Rafi, you're just a curse. Hey, interlude. We actually got progress this time. Well, there they go. Jesus. The two shadows running up. The ground is already far away, and their clashes occur at higher and higher altitudes. The two need no footholds as they fly higher by kicking off the walls of the building. In the process, in the instant that it takes them to move to the rooftop, they clash numerous times. If there were anyone watching them from the ground, they would think it would look like pinball. That's alright. Then again, they cannot be perceived with the naked eye. They're fast. Only their tracks are barely visible, and they are a circus of death invisible to any normal beings. This circus is not what Saber wanted. Even if she is a servant, she cannot fly through the sky. She can run up a wall, but that's it. This is no different from a free fall. It's just the difference between rising until she loses her speed rather than falling. So the expression falling into the sky isn't that far off. Since she has started, she has to continue to the final destination, the rooftop. If she takes any blows from her opponent in the process, she'll just fall miserably to the ground. But those rules do not apply to the opponent Saber has to defeat. The trace of purple attacks Saber, who is just heading for the rooftop. Attacking from both sides and from above, arcing from every direction, Ryder is not bound by gravity. Her long hair sways like a comet's tail, and her figure is like a snake encircling a tree. Saber's feet touch the building. Tilting her body to the side, she kicks off the building to head around to its side. Saber's path that had headed directly towards the rooftop changes directly perpendicular. The flowing attack goes away. Or the flowing attacks go away. Ryder cannot match Saber in an instantaneous burst. Saber shakes... Yeah, right. Saber's too fast for Ryder. Saber shakes Ryder off with one kick and, reaching the side of the building, kicks upwards once again. Up to the rooftop this time. Ryder is a snake that wrapped around the building. Saber is almost an exploding firework. But maybe Ryder expected even that. The distance between the two does not change. Ryder doesn't let Saber get away as she runs to the side and attacks in the opening as Saber kicks off the building. It's almost like running up the side of a building isn't the best idea. She flicks Ryder away with her sword and jumps into the open area. There's a limit to how much she can block Ryder's attack in the air. The skills that were not even a match before are finally matched on this battlefield. There are no decisive blows in this battlefield. No, Ryder herself is avoiding them most of all. When Saber jumps at Ryder with determination, Ryder only defends and shows no intention of countering. Running up the side of a building is cool as fuck though. Counterpoint. That's a very good counterpoint. But I think Saber's more of the substance over style kind of gal, less, you know, the opposite way around. Stop running away and fight me like a real man, coward! Saber yells at her cowardly opponent. As a knight, this kind of fight is an insult. Battle. Oh god, I was making fun of the regular fighting game stuff, but Saber's actually running with it. God damn it, Saber! A battle determines the victor by exchanging blows with full force. According to that belief, Ryder's behavior is only an insult. Who likes fighting on the side of a building? Ryder only replies in a cool voice. As she says, Saber is inexperienced in air battles. One could say that it's the first time she's engaged in such a battle. After all, a knight runs on the ground. They are not the type to stick to walls like the woman in front of Saber. That's good. Ryder moves higher as if to tempt Saber. She is deliberately constructing this situation. Saber acknowledges that as well. The final stop of this circus. Ryder's ideal position must await at that point. Ryder's trump cannot be used readily. That's why she lured her enemy somewhere where nothing will interrupt him, as she is determined to settle this match with her strongest blow. If Saber continues on the rooftop, she will be in trouble. Ryder's noble phantasm is as Saber believes. There's no way to defend against it. There's no turning back now. You can't. I mean, you could, while you're jumping along the side of the building, running up it, it could just go right into it. What's stopping you from doing that? Like, actually. Not because it's the principle of the Holy Grail War to defeat one's enemies. Saber must defeat Ryder right here to protect her master, because it can't be helped. Saber herself is amazed. Did I say Faber? I don't know. But she has thought at least once that she doesn't want to push her honest master. The two gain altitude. Continuing their momentous class. Momentous. Yeah, that's the word. Momentous. That's a weird word. Anyway, the battle is about to reach its final destination. Did I say Bieber? I might have said Bieber. Baber? I might have said Baber. I definitely could have said Baber. I ran up the stairs while cursing. Even though I was able to enter the building through the back door, the elevator didn't go to the rooftop. I have to... Hey, it's mostly the same. Except, this time with less lightning effects, I guess. Alright. I ran up the stairs at full speed. I don't know how long it's been since Saber left me. I don't think it's been 10 minutes yet, but that's still too long. Nobody knows what can end a battle. Saber isn't perfect. It's possible that she could make a big mistake and be cornered in big trouble. That was a weird syntax. So before that happens, if I can find Shinji and make him use up his command spell, there should be no need for us to fight against Ryder. Oh god, what is that word? Convalescent? Convalescent. Body aches the more I run up the stairs. Running around the building and up the stairs has run me out of breath. I don't slow down, but rather speed up. I have a bad feeling. I don't know why I feel it, but my heart is in pain. It's not a pain in my body, just something that tells me of danger. Saber cannot win. On the rooftop is something that must not be confronted. Trying to shake off the bad feeling, I continue up the stairs full speed. Well, fuck! The wind is strong. As soon as I open the door, the tyranny of the night town surrounds me. The concrete ground is burned up here and there. It's like an iron plate from a barbecue making sizzling sounds. In the center, in the middle of the burned up rooftop, is her figure, down on her knees. Hey, but she's not laying down this time. Wait, what's up? Saber has nothing to spare, breathing with her shoulders. The instant I try to run to her, I notice something strange floating up in the sky. Yeah, the exact same thing happened, except we got here a little bit faster. No, the overwhelming amount of energy forced me to recognize it. Exactly! What the fuck changed? We got here faster, that's all. We got here like a second faster. There's something whiter than the hazy white moon. That bad end was bullshit. Well, hi there, Pegasus. It's a legendary divine mystery spoken of only in myths. Well, hey. Before that, go to our status and figure that out. What is it? Skills? Divinity E. She has some divinity, but is mostly degenerated. Divinity decreases as the hero's rank as a devil or demonic beast increases. Oh, wow. E-. So, that's pretty high up there. And the details, abilities? What else? Was it just skills that got updated then? Huh, okay. The instant Saber reaches the rooftop, she confronts the true form of her opponent. Supporting her falling body with her sword, Saber looks up. A white light approaches her instantly. Pulling the wind wrapped around her sword, she creates an invisible wall. Her body is blown away. That which should have nullified any possible impact has not even slowed the charge of the Pegasus. Well, that's just great. Blown away, she rolls on the ground. There's no time to lie down. The Pegasus turns to the air and then continues its glide without a pause. She cannot block that blow. The only possible measure is to jump and evade it. But even if she does avoid the attack, the trail is enough to chip at her protection. She'll eventually take a direct blow if she continues like this. Oh, good. The white light comes swooping down. The Pegasus glides through the air from high above, mows down Saber without touching the rooftop, and returns to the sky. Pursuit is impossible. There's no wall to run up, and even if there was one, no one would be able to catch that Pegasus. It's almost like it's a Pegasus! In that inferior position, Saber awaits a chance to counter. Even if it hits Pegasus, if it's alive, it can be killed. The only chance of victory Saber has left is for Ryder to make a mistake with the Pegasus reins. Oh, that was a very short quote. Use the ballista! Yeah, charge the ballista. One shot, clean arrow. Come on. Clean bolt, rather. Saber looks up, holding her sword ready. Come on, even in the bad end, she still managed. Also, that horse is angry as hell. Ryder sounds calm. A little joy can be heard in that voice. Fantastic race. As it sounds, they are beings that only exist in fantasy. Demi-humans like sprites and giants, demonic beasts like demons and dragons. As their very existence is a divine mystery, it's said that they themselves surpass magic. The law that divine mystery will be eliminated by a greater divine mystery. Magic stored, its power is knowledge. Its power in knowledge. Fantastic races store their power in their long lifespan. Even if one masters magic as a human, that is only about God, I can't read right now for some reason. Even if one masters magic as a human, that is only about the last 500 years. That didn't make sense as a sentence. For those who have lived since ancient times, 500 years old divine mystery isn't even worth a competition. But it was long ago when both humans and fantastic races lived in the same world. The longer lived the fantastic race is, the farther it strays from this world. In the present day, the only fantastic race in this world are a mere few hundred years old. That's why she thought the fantastic race that Ryder rode would be only about several hundred years old. But that's a lot longer than a few hundred.
私はあなたたちとは違う。むしろあなたたちの敵だったものに過ぎない。故に私が操るのはあなたたちが駆逐してきたかわいそうな子たちだけよ。なるほど。歪んでいるとは思いましたが、英霊ではなく悪鬼の類でしたか、あなたは。せいぜい呪いなさい。あなたでは私の子に触れることさえできないのだから。
Just fucking chuck your sword, Saber. No, she won't expect it. I believe in you. Saber rests its wings in the air. Or the Saber, the Pegasus rests its wings in the air. A giant arrow that will strike as if it sees an opening. I can't believe Saber's fucking flying. Saber ponders, glaring at it. Pegasus itself is not as strong as fantastic race. A normal Pegasus will only grow to the class of demonic beast of the fantastic race. If that's the case, it is an opponent defeatable with using her invisible air. But that thing is different. Come on, it doesn't invisible air count as like air magic? It's super effective against Pegasus. Or flyers in general. As that Pegasus has existed from the time of the gods, it has grown to the level of fantastic beasts. That Pegasus is nearing the level of the dragon race, considered to be the strongest of fantastic races. No, its defense is already at the level of the dragon race. Because that Pegasus has divine protection exceeding even Saber, who has the strongest magic resistance. Its charge, emitting vast amounts of magical energy, is like a giant castle wall approaching. There's no possible way to dodge or defend against such a thing. But that is not a surprising fact. That Pegasus is just something that Ryder has summoned, and it doesn't have a true name. For Ryder, that Pegasus is just like a dagger she uses. In other words, that black cavalry she has yet to use her noble phantasm. Saber does not think of defeat even in this situation. Rather, she thinks that her chance will come when Ryder decides to use her noble phantasm. No matter what Ryder's noble phantasm may be, there's no problem if it's only strong enough to destroy the building. I mean, except the fact that Shiro's and probably Shinji are in the building. And apparently also Ilya. Saber only needs to go into defense, endure the attack, and then slash away at the defenseless Ryder. That's right. As long as her master doesn't appear here. Hey, how's it going? I'm Shiro Emiya. I look up at the sky. There she is. So what the... Anyway, the sounds of wings flapping. There's something whiter than the hazy moon. It is a legendary divine mystery spoken of only in myths. Yep, a Pegasus. The identity of Ryder's noble phantasm. What caused the scorching of the rooftop and drove Saber to her knee? Ryder is flying on the flying horse that befits her class name. I take my mind off of Ryder. I heard a sound. I cannot tell how strong Ryder is on that Pegasus. I can only tell what the white beast is constructed from enough magical energy to have come from a few hundred magi. It is only natural for the rooftop to be scorched. I mean, that's what Queen Mev's a rider for in Fate Go. It's only natural for the rooftop to be scorched. That thing destroys its surroundings just by running. If that thing charges from the sky, there's no way even Saber could block it. I'm racing against time here. Ryder's noble phantasm has already been used. So, well, that's what you think, friend. So, I have to take the last resort of defeating Shinji and eliminating Ryder. I hear laughter. Shinji must be hiding somewhere. I mean, neither of our servants have used their noble phantasms yet. Calming my impatient mind, I listen to his laughter. Damn, this wind's strong. Can't tell where the laughter's coming from. I like to think I was more calm and composed last route, but I mean, that caused a bad end. Don't rush. Let him talk. I should be able to determine its location if he keeps talking. I mean, the last death was pretty painless, I think. This is bad. The head of the Pegasus standing by in the sky lowers towards Saber. A swirl of magical energy rotates as if without limit. That thing is going to be coming at high speed. This rooftop will be blown away, leaving no remains. Why? Why is he so fucking rude and abusive towards his sister? I don't get it. I think it's just because he's a dickhead, but I mean, that's still not a good thing. Still doesn't fucking explain anything. A white shooting star falls from above. I ignore it, but the instant I run into Saber... yeah. I guess I just have to take it at that. I ignore it, but the instant I run to Saber, in that instant, a storm appears before me. Saber! Oh, we're going back to when he came out of the door. For the first time, she forgot about the enemy during battle. Angry at her master for coming at such a dangerous place. Angry at herself for not realizing that this was likely. But all those ideas are driven by that to the back of her mind. What else could there be? In this dangerous situation, his expression is only worried about Saber. Come to think of it, he's always been like that. Even though he knew she was an excellent knight, he did not treat her as a knight even once. Soft laughter. Ryder places her hands on the Pegasus' neck and make it beat its wings even faster. I wonder if it gets better the higher up in the sky you use. That's really good position for her. Sakura did nothing wrong. Sakura did absolutely nothing wrong that I know of yet. Something's missing until now forms in Ryder's hand. It's a mere small ring of a shining gold. Well, I'll figure it out whenever I read Heaven's Feel. I guess, probably. Maybe even Fate Route. We'll figure it out. Sakura hasn't really done much. But obviously nothing to warrant Shinji's existence. Yeah, no, fuck Shinji. Fuck Shinji. Nothing. Literally, you could do everything wrong in the world and not warrant Shinji. The Pegasus lowers its neck. The Pegasus rages, not from its own intentions, but from Ryder's. That's absolutely true. Ryder's noble phantasm will completely blow away this rooftop. If she hurries, she'll be able to get Shiro and get away from the rooftop, but Ryder's attack won't destroy just the rooftop. The Master isn't strong enough to survive a collapse of a building. So for Saber to protect her master, she has to slay the enemy along with the Pegasus. She has no time to decide if her choice is the correct one. She looks at her distant master one more time. He's gritting his teeth, trying to fulfill his role. It makes her hesitations go away. She forgets about everything that must happen in the future. She has only her master's sword now, and exists only to defeat the enemy. An annoying voice shouts out. As it does, the Pegasus flies up even higher. It disappears from view in an instant. The Pegasus that flew onto the air has already lost its form. After rising as if to strike the moon, it arcs and returns towards the Earth. The comet sweeps down. Even after it becomes an arrow of light, Ryder still pushes the Pegasus. There's only one target. She will destroy her enemy along with this isolating guardian in the sky. The name is cast. A noble phantasm bears a miracle that is released by casting its true name. And if a miracle is a disaster that should not occur in this world, it's truly a divine lightning. A flashing thunderbolt. Watching it, her eyes show no emotion. The wind is unraveled. The wind centered on her turns into a raging tempest. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, hey. Time to show off in our own way. The seal is broken. Releasing many layers of wind, her sword makes its appearance. Hey, it's finally time! A storm is rising before my eyes. White light comes down, bearing down, rather. Even though she is the target, Saber doesn't move. The raging wind is coming from her. No, not from Saber, but from the sword she's holding. Well, holy shit, it finally has a form! I doubt my own eyes. I can see the sword that should be invisible. Slowly, as if taking out the off bandages, the sword starts to show its form. Yeah, this is really nice. Raging winds. Many seals develop as if a box is opening. Does it? Oh, it's in Fate Zero. I'll look forward to listening to it there then. The wind melts into the air. Readying the exposed sword, rather, she faces the descending Pegasus. Holy shit! Ryder sends as a surge of light. Bellerophon grows large enough to engulf the whole rooftop and speeds up to destroy not only us, but the building itself. The rains of the heroic cavalry light up the rooftop. Time stops. Facing an unavoidable destruction, my mind freezes. But not because of the rains of the heroic cavalry. Converging lights. With purity not even comparable into the light of Ryder that is merely large. In her hands is an assembly of the planet's light. The strongest holy sword. And the first of a lot. The first of a lot. Jesus Christ. It paved a way in the sky. It separated all the clouds and everything. It's literally a line of light. It's a blade of light that slices everything it touches. It slices Ryder with one blow, soars up into the night sky, cuts through the clouds, and disappears. I think. If that thing were used on the ground, a great disorder in the land would remain and never disappear. Her sword was not invisible. It merely did not allow others to see it. A golden sword that captivates all who sees it, and its all too famous true name, Excalibur. Said to have existed in England, it is the sword of the king known as the symbol of knighthood. The strongest noble phantasm of all servants, sealed in numerous boundary fields. That is Saber's symbol of heroism. Well, fuck! The rooftop is silent. The wind is gone, and nothing makes a sound. I can't approach Saber, and I just stand there. I don't know if I'm still confused or if my heart is still captivated by that sword. My mind is acting strange, and only insignificant things come into my head. Why does she have that sword? That golden sword is the property of the well-known King of Knights. I try to think of how she ended up with that sword, and I notice that I'm trying to avoid the simplest of answers. There's no need for complicated guesses. That sword has always been hers. That's why her true name is easy to figure out. I don't know what kind of mistake was made, but there's only one person she can be if she has that holy sword. Saber does not move from the stance that completed her blow. I should run up to her, but my body won't move. Up to now, I only understood in words that Saber was a heroic spirit. Perhaps if I realized that she was a hero of the past, something different from me, and I hesitated to go near her. I hear a scream. Something is burning in the background. And who do you think's there? I look in the direction. There I see a book burning into ashes, and so his command spell wasn't an actual command spell, but a book. I guess that's what the book was. Shinji is there, watching the burning book.
Shinji.
I mean, we almost did that back at the school. Well, let's throw him out and I'll fucking break his neck. He must have realized that Ryder is defeated and is at a disadvantage. Shinji turns his back to me as if to flee, running towards the exit. Shinji jumps through the door leading to the stairs. Can't let him go now. The instant I start to follow him, out of the corner of my eye, Saber collapses. My mind freezes. Shinji is running away, and Saber is on the ground. Let's go after Saber. Can't leave Saber alone. Ryder is gone, and the book that holds Shinji's command spell is burned. Shinji doesn't have a servant anymore, and he has lost his command spells as well. I can call the match settled, so the priority right now is Saber. I run to her. The golden sword isn't in her hands anymore. It's disappeared, and only Saber herself remains, but Saber doesn't look well at all. She has sweat on her brow, and her breathing is weak, yet irregular, as if she has a fever. I call out to her timidly, but she doesn't answer. She's unconscious. I touch her forehead, and oh, really hot. Gotcha. If this is a fever, she's over 40 degrees. I don't know Celsius. That's really bad, though, I think. Even when I call out to her, her only reply is heavy breathing. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know, but we can't just stay here like this. I mean, we took care of Ryder, so, good enough. I pick Saber up. She's light. She was light before, but she's lighter now. No, more than that, she's... I mean, she was also hot because of the fever. That's a thing. Saber is still Saber. I'm angry at myself for hesitating. Damn it. So what if she's a hero? No matter who Saber is, she's here right now and she's warm. How stupid of me to think that there's a wall between us in spite of that. I run, still holding Saber in my arms. There's no feeling of victory. All I feel is Saber in my arms, breathing painfully. Hey, we're back here. I wonder if we're gonna meet Ilya in the park tomorrow. Also, the status updated, so let me check some things out. I'm guessing it's Noble Phantasm. Reigns of the Heroic Cavalry. We didn't see that CG actually. All abilities increased by a rank when in use. AC plus 100 will also be in effect. It's physical attack that destroys the target by controlling a divine beast and using its powerful charge. Supposedly, the maximum speed is 400 or 500 kilometers per hour. There's a Noble Phantasm of the highest level in both attack and defense, as defense also increases while in its use due to Pegasus's divine protection. Bellerophon is the name of a young man in Greek mythology who supposedly managed to ride a Pegasus. Anything else? Details? No details. Anything else? I don't think. Oh, what about, we probably got something for Saber. Noble Phantasm. Yep. Sword of Promised Victory. Sword of Light. It's not a divine, it's not a weapon made by men, but a divine weapon forged by the planet. is a noble phantasm that's the greatest of holy swords. Transforms the possessor's magical energy into light, increases its kinetic energy by converging and accelerating it, and allows for usage of sorcery on the level of divine spirit. An observer, it looks like a giant beam of light, but its target point is the tip. Its target point is the tip. It is the ultimate slash that cuts through everything in the area the light goes through. Its enormous power heats space around the tip, and as a result, is interpreted as a wave of light that mows across the earth. You could also call it directed energy. But this is, what is this? Anti-castle? God, anti-castle. I mean, I guess it does destroy everything in its path, but still.
和室に寝かせてきたけど、あの分じゃしばらく目を覚まさないでしょうね。
Great!
そうか。遠坂がいてくれて助かっ
This
た。
is actually the exact same.
俺じゃあ、セイバーの
I just took off her armor.
まあ、
Yeah.
鎧を脱がせて楽に。
Was still having Tosaka around help. She yelled at me when home and panicked. She's the one that yelled at me when I came home in a panic about what to do. She worked out Saber's situation and advised me to take off her armor and let her sleep. It's been an hour since then. Somehow communicating with the unconscious Saber, Tosaka took her armor off.
それで何があったの？シンジを探しに行って帰ってきたと思ったらセイバーがあれでしょ？
I hesitate. Saber's noble phantasm. I should avoid revealing her true name. It's not something I can reveal by my
ライ
judgment
ダーを
alone.
倒した。シンジはレイジを失ってリタイアしたよ。ただ、その時にセイバーがホーグを使って、その後に倒れたんだ。
セイバーのホーグね。
Yeah! Tosaka falls into meaningful silence. She's Tosaka, so she should be able to tell that that was no ordinary matter.
まあ、追求するのは勘弁してあげるわ。
Yeah, please don't interrogate us right
今のあ
now.
なたたちはそれどころじゃないもんね。
'Cause, not only would that be rude as fuck, but
そ
whatever.
れどころじゃないって。
言葉通りの意味よ。あなただ。
Yep. Calmly, Tosaka mentions the result I have avoided thinking
消え
about.
るってセイバーが消えるっていうのか。
This is mostly the same
当
as the
然で
bad
しょ。
end.
セイバー
Like,
の
this is
魔力は
pretty much,
ほとんど空っぽなのよ。
This is
セイバーのホーグが
really
どんなもの
close
だ
to
っ
the
たか
bad
知ら
end.
ないけど、
This is like
よっぽど
really
魔力を
close
使う
to
もの
the
だった
same
んで
thing
しょ
as
う
the
ね。
bad end. So I don't understand what
セイ
changed
バーは
other than
自分の
getting
中
there
の魔力
earlier.
をほぼ消費してしまった。今彼女が苦しんでいるのはね、消えようとしている自分を必死に留めているからよ。
魔力がないから消える。セイバーは傷を負ってもいないのに消えるっていうのか。
ええ、サーバントにとっては外的ダメージより魔力切れの方が深刻な問題よ。
Hell yeah, I love maybe, maybe.
霊体であるサーバントに肉体を与えているのは魔力だもの。それがなくなればもっともそんなことにならないようにマスターはサーバントに魔力を送るんだけど、あなたはそれができないでしょ。だからセイバーは自分の魔力だけで
That's certainly what Saber told me.
今までは大丈夫だったじゃん。
No.
それはセイバーの魔力量が
Yep.
そうね。確かに彼女ならまだ消えずに肉体を保つぐらいの魔力は
Oh, that's better than last time.
結局はそこ止まりよ。セイバーはずっと今の状態で戦うことに
What
な
the
る。
fuck changed? Because before she would disappear, but now she's gonna be like, yeah, she has enough energy to
ホ
stay.
ーグを使うなんてもってのほか。次にホーグを使えばセイバーは間違いなく消え去るでしょうね。
次
What
に
the fuck?
ホーグを使えば消える。
So did she just use her noble phantasm twice in, the bad end route? I don't want to see her slumped over in pain again. Yeah.
理解できた？結局セイバーを以前の状態に戻す方法はマスターがさ
Yep. To have him, that would mean killing innocent people.
セイバーはそんなことはしない。
でしょ
Don't
う
really
ね。
have much of a
一
choice.
般人を犠牲なら方法は一つだけよ。セイバーを消したく
You'll
ない
have
の
to.
なら
How do we do
あなたが魔
that?
力を提供するしかないわ。
それはできるならとっくにそうしてるさ。けど俺は魔力を提供する方法なんて知らない。あいにく遠坂みたいに何でもで
Is
きる
it
ってわ
time
けじゃ
for
ないんだ。
mana transfer?
まあね。共有の魔術を教えてあげても間に合わない。シローは魔術師に向いてないから覚えるのに1年ぐらいかかるだろうし。覚え
Right.
まあ 召喚時にセイバーとパスは通っているはずだから、まだ他に方法があるかもしれないけど。
Osaka ponders, but it's only for a moment. Osaka looks at me with an expression suppressing her emotions.
いい？セイバーを助けたいのなら、彼女自身に人を襲わせて、
Yeah, that's
そ
not
れは。
happening. That's the most realistic measure. That means...
もちろんセイバーは嫌がるでしょう。けど、放っておけば遅かれ早かれセイバーは消えて、
Unless we, you
あなたは他
know,
のマスターから狙われ
you
ること
know,
になる。
go to the church, which is supposed to be the safe zone. Can't imagine such a thing. I still feel her body heat in my hands when I was carrying
な
her.
ら答えは一つよ。レイジを使いなさい、エミヤ君。
No! That means ordering Saber to kill innocent people. Can't say anything. I resent what Tosaka is saying, but at the same time, another part of me recognizes that this is the only solution.
決断はあなたに任せるわ。セイバーは眠らせておけば落ち着くだろうけど、それでも限界は近いでしょうね。決断をするなら。
Tosaka leaves the living room. I can't even look up. I can only listen to Tosaka's departing footsteps. Alright. That's the end of day 10. Hey, that's the same name for day 11. But I think I'm going to cut things off here and before getting too long, because I like actually ending things at the end of the day. It's a really nice part to actually, you know, segue or stop or continue at the next spot. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I want to thank everybody who came by and, you know, talked in chat. Hopefully, Dragon Slay over. Yeah. Hopefully, don't get a... We got our first bad end. That's the thing. We also took care of Ryder, so that's another thing. So I'll probably come back with this again next week. Hopefully I'll have the motivation to do it on an actual Saturday, so we could have 2 sessions instead of the 1 session like I've been doing 2 weeks because I'm shit. But yeah, other than that, till the next time I stream, take care, guys.